Hey, it's Mr. Allen here with a reading lesson for you today, so let's dive right in. Okay, so we have an awesome drama for you today about King Midas and the Golden Touch. If you remember, a drama is just a fancy word for play. And you see that it is a drama because we have a list of cast characters here. These are people who are going to be in the story, and they would be read typically by different people. So King Midas would be one, Princess Marigold would be another person, and you would interact through the play. We also want to take a look at our essential question for the week, which is how can we decide what is important to us? And in this story, we're going to see King Midas's um, things that he thinks is important kind of change because a certain situation has happened. Okay, if you remember in a play and drama, not every word is typically read out loud. Um, the words that are in italicized font are telling the stage directions, and the words that are in dark, bold print are just telling us who is saying that. So keep that in mind as we read this. Let's begin, shall we, with King Midas and the Golden Touch. Okay, so already we've met two characters that are important to this story, which is King Midas and his daughter Marigold. The words that King Midas says here tells a lot about him. So let's read that again. It says, "So much gold, so much wealth. I love it." This tells me that King Midas probably values his money or his wealth. He's counting it. He's saying that he loves it so much. Sometimes when people love money a lot, they get in a lot of trouble. Let's see if that happens here. Okay, so we've added a new character now, Nicholas, which is a servant to the king. I want to go back up here at the beginning to what Marigold says to her father. It says, "Counting your gold again? You spend more time with your gold than with me." Having empathy for Marigold, we kind of can inference how she's feeling here. How would you feel if your parent is more concerned with money and counting their gold all day long than spending some time with you. Yes, now we can kind of feel how she's doing. She probably feels sad about that. Um, and King Midas might not even know that he's kind of ignoring her because he's just so obsessed with that money. Now you can kind of see where the story is going to start taking shape. Okay, so here we have Rosie and Marigold playing out in the courtyard, and Marigold's looking for something special to give her father. She wants to give him a rock to remember her when he goes traveling. However, it's not just any rock. She wants to find a heart shaped rock. What does this heart shaped rock tell us about Marigold? Yes, you're correct. It is telling us that she loves her father. It had to be a heart shaped rock because she wants to show her father how much she does care for him. When she gives this rock to her dad, he thanks her and puts the rock in his pocket. That might come important later on. Okay, so in this part of the story, let's go ahead and predict what is going to happen here. It says that the dad would be coming back before 7 days. Before that rose will wilt. What do you think? Will he be get back before that rose will wilt, or is something going to happen? Let's find out. So, this is where we're starting to see the magical aspect of a myth. The traveler he helped has now granted him a wish, and King Midas, because he loves gold so much, wished that everything he touched would turn to gold. He tried this with the rock that Marigold gave him, and that gold, or that rock that he gave him, that heart-shaped rock, turned to gold instantly. Is this a good wish? Let's find out. This last line that Marigold says, "Oh, Papa, how terrible! It doesn't smell sweet," shows us that Marigold values a lot more things than just the gold. She enjoys the nature part. She sees things as they are and finds value in that. That's important for the rest of the story. However, we do see that King Midas is once again excited about this gold touch ability. We see that he picks up that rose and turns it into gold, and he says, "Fantastic, this is gold too. What a perfect gift for Marigold." However, we know that she doesn't quite see the value in that as much as he does. Okay, so we saw here that King Midas got himself into a little bit of a trouble because of his desires to have more and more and more, never being satisfied with his gold. And he turned his daughter into gold. But in that moment that he did that, he felt terrible about it. And we see here that his thought process starts to change. Sometimes events in our lives can change how we feel about what is important to us. Maybe this quarantine has kind of changed your thought process of what is important to you. So we see that the king has learned his lesson, and now he values things for as they are. Hope you enjoyed this story. And that does it for today's lesson. In the comments, I want you to tell me what is important to you now that this quarantine thing has happened. And as always, remember, you are smart, you are kind, you are important, and you are loved. Have a fabulous day, Falcons.